Welcome to the Fatherhood Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Pluff. Each week, we will cover various topics that dads struggle with in their fitness journey. I'll give you actionable steps that you can apply right away, not only to take back control of your own health, but so you're able to be a better example for your kids too.
One of the hardest conversations you can have with yourself is what happens if this doesn't go well. Like maybe you and your wife are looking to move and you put an offer for a house and you end up getting the house and you end up hating it. Those are the thoughts that go through your mind. Or maybe you're in the market for a new car. You test drove a couple and then you bought a car and you're like, well, what if in a month the transmission goes out? What then? Or maybe you're looking for a personal trainer. Maybe you're, looking to get in shape, and you hire a trainer, and you're like, what if I just don't enjoy working with him? What if it's just a miserable experience? What then? These are all natural conversations. I think, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it, but I think it's important to look at the flip side of that too. What happens if it goes really, really well? What happens if it's awesome? What happens if you put an offer in for your dream house and it really is that? What if it's everything you've ever wanted? What happens if you buy a car and it's better than expected? It lasted you 10 years, didn't have any major issues, just had to change the oils, the brake pads every once in a while. What happens if you hire a coach or a personal trainer and you not only lost the weight you wanted to, but you got in the best shape of your life. You got stronger. Now you've made this a habit. You're teaching other people and you're thinking about becoming a personal trainer yourself. It's natural to wonder what's going to go wrong. And I'm not telling you not to do that. I think that's probably smart. It's probably reasonable to wonder or plan for kind of the worst case scenario. But if you're going to do that, spend as much time, if not more, just dreaming about what's possible. I don't think we do that. I think as kids, we dream. We have dreams, what we want to do, who we want to be. But then life hits, man. You go to college, you get a job. Maybe it's not as great as you would have hoped. And then you get into the mundane of every day. Early mornings, late nights. You get woke up in the middle of the night. Your kids crawl in bed with you. They're kicking you in the ribs. You got 5-6 hours of sleep, and you gotta go put in an 8-hour shift the next day, maybe 12. And we forget that it's okay to wonder what if. It's okay to wonder what if everything goes better than expected. I think that's important. It's something I got to remind myself of too. It's something that I got to do a better job at helping my clients kind of see the future as well. I think that's one of the things. Visualization, whatever you want to call it, is pretty cool. You can imagine this future in your head, and then you can work towards it, right? We constantly have images in our head and visions in our head and affirmations in our head, and we're talking to ourselves constantly. And if we're going to talk to ourselves constantly, we might as well use it to our advantage. What if everything goes according to plan? What if everything goes better than expected? What then? What if you go to the gym and you end up meeting somebody there who was in the same place you were 5 years ago? They ask you to work out with them, and you start getting up in the morning and going to the gym with them 2 to 3 times a week, and all of a sudden 5 years from now, you're helping somebody else who was in the same spot as you. Why not visualize that? Why always visualize what could go wrong? Why visualize, people are judging you, people are not wanting you to be there, they're making fun of you because you're out of shape, and how is that helpful? The answer is it's not, right? It's not helpful. But we have this voice inside our head, or this negative outlook that always keeps us from stepping out our comfort zone, right? There's lots of different names we call that, right? But it's not helping you. It's not serving you. And so if you're going to wonder, what could happen, and you're going to wonder what could go wrong, spend time just dreaming. Spend time wondering, what could go right. And do yourself a favor and spend more time thinking about that than the opposite.
That concludes this episode of the Fatherhood Fitness Podcast. Thank you for those of you who took time out of your busy schedules to listen. If you have any questions or comments or an idea for a topic for a future episode, please feel free to reach out, and I'd love to hear from you.